as usual, BC seems to be a little bit ahead of the curve in this as in so many other things, because the Liberals are taking up speed, and people are looking for an alternative to a government that is investing in the wrong sorts of priorities and refusing to tell Canadians about it. The Liberal Party is going to invest in families, in young people, in seniors, in new arrivals. The Liberal candidate this country stronger for the years to come. We're going to do it in a way that is transparent, accountable, respectful not just of our democracy, but respectful of Canadians themselves. That's what Canadians are noticing, and that's what Canadians, that's why Canadians are turning back to us.
Justin, how would you explain why the NDP is drawing neck and neck with the Liberals across the river?
Listen, I think it's the first manifestation of a real frustration with Stephen Harper. We're seeing a lot of people who are saying, no, we've got to stop Mr. Harper. But I think over the next couple of weeks, people are going to realize that if you vote NDP, if you vote Bloc, if you vote Green, you might be able to hold Mr. Harper to a reduced majority. If you vote Liberal, we can get rid of Mr. Harper altogether. And that's what we're going to see in the collapse of NDP in the last days of the campaign.
The NDP is going up, how do you win?
Well, that's what I'm saying. The NDP is going to stop going up. Ask people to start seriously considering a vote. It's nice to take the protest vote and support Jack, who's done an extraordinary job through this campaign. But when the time comes for the next on the ballot to say, this is the government I want to define the future for my country, for my children, people are going to vote.
Also, I think he embodies the openness to immigrants and their parents and grandparents through the Trudeau vision. People in my family remember Mr. Trudeau Sr. I came when Mr. Trudeau was the Prime Minister, and within 18 months of me arriving in this country, I was able to get my widowed father and my two younger sisters into the country. Now it takes 14 years for regular people to get their parents and grandparents into the country. That's what he symbolizes for most Canadians who remember Mr. Trudeau.
Most Canadians of his generation, anyway.
Justin, the way the leadership campaign has been run, I'm sure you haven't asked this question in at least 10 minutes, but...
Sorry, do you mean the election campaign, or are you a little Freudian slip there? When you say one thing and you mean your mother, why don't you try the question again?
BC politics. After this election, should there be another leadership race in your party? Would you be putting your name forward?
There is not going to be a leadership race in the Liberal Party of Canada because Michael Patrick is going to be an extraordinary president.
What about your leadership ambitions down the line?
Listen, you guys seem to have decided I have leadership ambitions. I've been very clear about the fact that I'm here to work as hard as I can as a member of the team, represent Papineau, take care of my challenges as a citizenship and immigration minister, citizenship and immigration critic. I just can't wait to replace Kenny. And as well, remain focused on the fact that I have two young kids at home, and it's a big challenge balancing family and work.
Certainly with the name like Trudeau, the question does come up.
You can go ask it to Ben Mulroney next time.
Well, he's not as he, you are.
All right, any other questions? I've answered that question.
You were the tightest race in the country last time around. How are you doing this time?
It's still a very tight race. So I'm working the doorstep.
Three young people that are my children, and they are completely turned off by Facebook creeping that the Conservatives have been doing. So checking out Facebook before allowing someone to come into Mr. Harper's events, picking them out, embarrassing them, that is not the way to involve young people. And so the Conservatives are doing an incredible job of turning young people away. We're reaching out, and part of what Justin Trudeau is here for is to say we welcome the participation of young people. So we're hoping to see a lot of young people take notice of the Liberal campaign and consider moving with them.
Extraordinary East West battle.
But you know who will win, of course, don't you, Chuck?
Yes, the historic team that always wins in the end. No, that was James Moore who said that. I'm not picking up that one again. The Montreal Canadiens are my team, but I'm glad to root for the Canucks as long as they're not playing the Habs.
Well, Justin, you're in Richmond. They're trying to put a Vancouver Canucks jersey on.
If that'll help you win, I'm glad to encourage a good team.
But you lived here for a long time and taught school here.
Yes, I lived here for a long time and rooted for the Habs whenever they came to town.
Is hockey an election? Is it changing people's minds or blocking their concentration during the election?
I don't think so. I think people can walk and chew gum at the same time. I mean, hockey is our national pastime. We spend so much time and energy doing it. Of course, we seem to be spending a lot of time on elections lately as well. But I think people can appreciate that we're balancing the both. All right.
Okay,
Thank you
thanks,
very
guys.
much, everyone. Thank you.
Great to see